Hello everyone, my name is Thierry Mézeret and I am the head of this major, and I'm delighted to have a chance to tell you about the jobs that this major will be preparing you for, the learning experience that you will encounter if you join it, and the prerequisite that you need to join the program. We are aiming at making you eligible for a wide variety of jobs within the financial institution, but we are mostly focusing 3 areas of expertise: risk management, ALM, and compliance. As far as risk management is concerned, you could end up becoming a market risk manager, a credit risk manager, an operational risk manager, a credit portfolio manager, anything, in fact, which has to do with the major risks that the financial institution is confronted with. Note that the head of the risk management department, called the Chief Risk Officer, is typically sitting on the executive committee of the bank. That is the top 3 of top 4 position that you can have in any financial institution. So this segment of the bank is clearly a highway to success and by no means a deadhead. Treasury, or ALM, Asset and Liability Management, as it is sometimes called, will take care of managing the structure of the balance sheet of the financial institution, choosing the right kind of resources, debt or equity, and deploying them with the most astute use of various financial assets. And here again, the global treasurer, the person in charge of that department, will have a very senior rank in the bank, maybe not at executive committee level, but definitely at level N-1. And as far as compliance is concerned, this is the most sought after resource that banks are scrambling to staff today. With the introduction of MiFID II, this is going to last for the foreseeable future. And note that if you have a legal profile and you complement it with some financial background as the type of what this program is offering, well, you'll become a red-hot target for any bank, and you raise your hand, you will have 3 job offers, I can guarantee you that. So, you see, these 3 functions are really sitting at the core of any financial institution. They are not exhaustive. Once you know the regulations, once you know treasury, once you know risk management, you can do pretty much everything, right? But we are really zooming on these 3 ones, and the learning experience that you will have will prove you that this is the right thing to do. How can I be so sure? Well, let me give you an example. We are 10 years, give or take, after the global financial crisis of 2008. And if you are looking today for the bank which came out as a clear winner from the aftermath of that crisis, without a shadow of a doubt, the leader and the answer is JP Morgan. And when asked about the reason of the success of his bank, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, answers very briefly with 3 bullet points. And he says, we maintained a loyal customer base, we built and increased a fortress balance sheet, and we performed sound and prudent risk management. Now, that's exactly what we're going to teach you how to do in that major. Risk management is not only using derivative products to manage your interest rate and foreign exchange risk, which we will do, but is also about minimizing the amount of risk taken by the bank. And if you combine that with a proper knowledge of the regulation to which the bank is confronted, and with ALM techniques, you can not only minimize the risk, but you can also increase profitability, and you can optimize the amount of capital that you need to keep to back all of your activities. Now, these 3 things together, that's exactly how you build the fortress balance sheet. As far as compliance is concerned, the role is absolutely crucial. How do you keep a loyal customer base? Well, you need to know your customers first, and you need to sell them the products that they need, not the products that you think they need. Well, know your customer, KYC, and the prevention against mis-selling of financial products is exactly at the heart of all the MiFID regulations and the compliance rules that banks are faced with today. So by performing a proper compliance, you're helping protecting your customer base and expanding it. And by the way, you're also preventing the bank from being slapped with multi-billion-dollar fines, like happened to HSBC and BNP in the US, for example. And by doing that, you are also protecting the fortress balance sheet and the profitability of the bank. And of course, for everything to be sustainable and run properly, you need to have an all-encompassing, clear, yet intricate and complex governance in the bank, and that's something that we will cover during our course as well. Now, what is the profile that you need to join that program? Well, obviously, you need to speak English, because all the courses will be given in English. So if you don't, well, you're going to have a problem. You need to be comfortable with numbers, risk management, derivatives. There's quite a bit of calculation to be made, but don't panic. You don't need to be a math genius or a quantitative expert or a rocket scientist, right? Just be comfortable with numbers. Don't be scared of them, and you'll be fine. And of course, last but not least, your ranking in the school so far will also count into your eligibility to join that program. So that's what we have in store for you. Quite an exciting program, I would say. We look forward to seeing you there, and maybe I'll see you at the rentrée. Thank you, and bye-bye.